Fellas, y'all gotta listen to this. But before we get into the video, do me a favor, like the video and leave a comment. I do my best to respond to as many as I can, and I really enjoy listening to what you guys have to say. Subscribe to my channel and hit that hype button if you really want to help your boy out. It is really appreciated.
Ashley, I need y'all to be honest with me because I'm not even sure if I'm being fully honest with myself right now. A few years ago, I had a boyfriend who was genuinely a good man. He was consistent, reliable, and I never had to wonder where he was or who he was with. Okay. He loved me in a way that was almost frustrating because there was really nothing to complain about.
He loved me to the point that it was frustrating because I have nothing to complain about.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
But something felt missing. He was just safe. There was no edge, no mystery, nothing that made my heart race. At the time, I told myself I was too young to settle for something that felt that calm, so I ended things. He was devastated and I moved on. Since then, I've dated men who had the same energy I thought I wanted. Some of it was exciting, some of it turned into lessons, a lot was both. Now I'm 30 and I keep thinking about him.
No, 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 no. No, no, no.
It's not because I'm lonely, I have options, but I honestly feel like I may have made a mistake. I looked him up recently and saw that he's single. A part of me wants to reach out. What's stopping me is how it looks. I left a good man because he wasn't exciting enough, went out, lived my life, and now that I've gotten it out of my system, I want to come back. That's a story people clown women for all the time. If I'm being real, sometimes I wonder if he even deserves to be the soft place I land after all that. And then there's the other fear. What if I go back and that same restless feeling comes back? What if I hurt him all over again? But what if I don't reach out and let pride stop me from revisiting something that was actually real? Ashley, how do you know if you've grown enough to realize what you had or if you were just tired of the alternatives? And if you've walked away once, is it fair to ask for another chance? Signed, wondering if I learned or just got older.
Now fellas, I come on here all the time and I tell y'all to stay away from those double backs. When they're trying to spin the block, you just let them keep spinning. And I'm talking about when they leave you for no reason whatsoever. They just wake up one day and say, this isn't what I want, leave and go try to find something better. You do not take those women back because this is what a lot of them are dealing with. She wasn't comfortable when she was being treated good. Like she said, it was kind of frustrating and confusing because she was looking for something to complain about. When you meet a woman and she is like that, it is not your job to fix her. She has to fix herself, and she has to do it when she's with you. If she's in that relationship with you and maybe she's uncomfortable being treated a certain way, she should be able to come to you and tell you what she's feeling. Maybe she can go to therapy and you guys can work through it together. But what you're not going to do is let her go out there, pick up even more baggage, even more damage from dealing with those same men that she was already used to dealing with, and then come drop it back on your lap. Because that is exactly what this young lady is going to do to that man if he was to take her back. She's going to have trust issues, insecurity issues. Some of them even bring back a baby. But the point is, you don't have to take on any of that. You treat them like you're working at the airport and they're trying to bring on those heavy bags and call them carry-ons. You tell them, hell no, you're not bringing all that extra baggage up in here. You don't want anything to do with that. She's used to dealing with a certain type of man. Let her go out there and continue dealing with those men. And here's the part that you men need to understand. A lot of these women know exactly what they're doing when they're doing it. She knew exactly what she was doing when she left that man. And she knew exactly what kind of men she was going to deal with. The problem is she's starting not to like it. She sees the difference in the man who actually cares about her and the man who is just using her as a mattress pad, treating her like a bouncy house. Now she can see the difference between a man treating her like one of one and a man treating her like one of 100. And now she's starting to reconsider it. And she said at the end of the video, am I wondering because I've learned, or is it just age? In most situations, it's just age. Because a lot of these women are getting older, they're starting to think about their future, and now they want the good guy. Now they want the guy that they didn't want when they were younger. Don't be that man. Now if she goes out and finds another guy and he's a good guy, hopefully she'll treat him right and she'll have her do-over with him, but you do not let her get a do-over with you. Because you have to listen to what she said. I don't know if I'm going to hurt him again. I just know I don't like being dog walked by Chad and Tyrone, but I don't know if I want to stay with this guy either. I might end up wasting his time again. A lot of these women already know what they're going to do to you. This is why you have to protect yourself. And when I come on here and say, men, it is on you. You take the blame. You have to be accountable if you pick these women. This is what I'm talking about. Because if that man takes her back and she does the same thing to him again, who do y'all blame for that? I know who I blame. I blame the man because she already showed him what she was about. And if he take her back, I have no sympathy for you. You do not let these women use you as a test dummy, fellas. You don't do it. I know a lot of the older men out there, we understand that. But this message is really for the younger men. Stop letting these women play with y'all like this, all right? If these women are with you and they can't figure out that you're a good man to have a future with, you let them go out there and do whatever they're gonna do. But you are not responsible for whatever happens to them. That has nothing to do with you. So to answer her question, does that man deserve you coming back into his life and being the soft landing spot for you, even though you just did what you did?
Absolutely
But you deserve whatever you about to get though. And this is why a lot of us men don't have sympathy for you women when we hear you online 30, 35, 40 years old talking about where are the good men, all the good men are gone, or when we hear you in here talking about how all men are dogs, all men are cheaters, all men are players. Well, apparently they're not. Y'all just for whatever reason don't know how to choose those men, and when you do choose them, y'all figure out a way to screw it up. Now I do want to give this young lady credit for inquiring about it, because a lot of women don't care. They just do whatever they want to do. But the only reason she's inquiring about it because she feels she has options. And what I am trying to tell you men is take away their options. Don't let these women pause you and come back whenever they want like you're a DVD. So if your ex-girlfriend who dumped you for no apparent reason shows back up to your door talking about let's work it out, I want you to look at her and be like, don't you ever
come by here. Okay?
And if she tries to fight dirty and offers you some of that good to get you back under her spell, don't fall for it, fellas. I want you to look her dead in her face and remember what CeeLo said. If they were to hold the Simp Olympics, I think this guy will win the first place trophy.
I met him after 2 divorces. Here's my bare minimum list in a relationship. Oh no. He pays for our apartment, groceries, cleaning, and our daily cafes and restaurants. He buys diapers, toys, and everything our baby needs. It's not his baby. She had 2 kids from 2 other marriages, and she met him during her 2nd pregnancy.
So she already had a kid and she was pregnant when you met her while going through her 2nd divorce?
You's a dummy.
He gets up at night with the baby. No drama. On the nanny's day off, he takes the baby out in the morning so I can sleep. It's your child. Why aren't you as the... Anyway, he supports my blog and business. He can cook breakfast and feed us, and he does not expect praise. He knows which diapers, what size, where to buy them. He can do laundry, take out the trash, and handle daily tasks. What the hell do you do? He cleans up the house. He buys everything. He takes care of your children. The nanny plays the role of the mother when you're the one that's supposed to be doing it. You don't cook. You don't do your own laundry. You don't do anything. I am not naive. Our relationship isn't perfect, and neither are we. I don't believe in forever anymore. You have a worshiping simp, and you're still not happy. And she's a psychologist, by the way.
This is ridiculous because didn't he say she had a nanny too? So if the man is cooking, cleaning, helping with the baby and doing all this other stuff, and the nanny is cooking, cleaning, helping with the baby and doing all this other stuff.
What would you say you do here?
I have no clue. And the fact that you came online bragging about this, making him look crazy because he looks like the fool in this situation. And I know some of you women think this is fine and he's a great guy. This guy's an idiot because I didn't even hear him say anything about he's taking care of his kids too. So he's a single man with no kids and you sign up for that package. And on top of that, the lady says she doesn't even believe in forever anymore. And she's already divorced twice, which means she has no problem hitting the eject button. So you might be doing all of this, getting attached to those kids, learning about their diaper sizes and all this goofy stuff, and the chances of her turning around and saying I don't want to do this anymore is higher than Cheech and Chong. Is that what I'm hearing? And I know you women are thinking, well, she's not going to go anywhere because he treats her well. Well, you might be right, but the fact that she says she doesn't even believe in it anymore is scary to me. Why would you want to sign up for that, put everything you have into it, knowing that she's already tainted, she's already damaged, and you decided to sign up for that? Well, let me just say this. Whatever happens, I don't care how this ends. It ain't going to end well, by the way, but whatever happens, it will be 100% his fault. I'm not blaming her. I'm not blaming that baby. I'm not blaming her ex-husbands. This is 100% on him because he was the one who decided to sign up for this, even though she was standing there waving a bunch of red flags. And now she got him online looking goofy as hell in these pictures, getting clowned by the men, because I'm pretty sure the girls are going to be fine with this, but getting clowned by the men who know better. Because that's the difference. There are men out there who know better and there are men out there who don't. The men out there who know better knows that this is a horrible deal. But if he like it, I love it. You know what they say, simping ain't easy, but somebody got to do it. Just be glad it ain't you.
Met this girl online, super cool, and I think we talked for like a week or so. You know, she was really cool and everything like that. And I guess some people like you and whatever, they think you're cool, whatever. So she was sending me like some nakeds, and out the first week, I'm like, and we went on the first date. So she shows up with this like blazer, with this netted top where the nipples covered and jeans or whatever, and then, and then she was looking good. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Even the waiter was like, "That's your girl?" I'm like, "Nah." She's like, "She flies." I said, "Yeah, she flies." So she's like, "Yeah, next week we're gonna hang out. We can come back. So you come back over to my place." And me, I'm thinking like, well, we already hanging out. Like, well, I need to come back, stay later. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be a gentleman. So I'm on my way home. Nice shit. I can have a kiss. So I give her a kiss or whatever, and I'm driving home. So she FaceTimes me while I'm driving home, and she got this big, huge mirror. And she literally like is taking her clothes off in front of the mirror. Like, I guess she was like it was a onesie or whatever it's called. She had straps sitting underneath, pulls her pants like, this could be all yours. And I'm like, at first I didn't. As soon as we hung up, I blocked her. I blocked her. I felt like something was wrong. I felt like she had some gifts she wanted to give, and she probably was a whore. I don't know. My brother was like, I should have just hit her anyway, but I felt like something was off. And yeah, it scared me because you just a little too fast. And I get it sometimes, man. People are vibing. You guys went on the first date. You guys get it popping, and you guys live how it happens. But I just had my spider sense was going off that something was wrong, and I was scared, and I didn't want a part of it. So yeah, don't judge me. But yeah, I thought she had something.
Judge you? Sir, I want to come shake your hand. Because you know how many men would have grabbed their sword, said YOLO, and ran up in that girl anyways? Sir, you did the right thing. Nobody should judge you for that. And I'm sharing this video because I want other men to understand this. Just because they're offering it to you, you do not have to take it. If you're at her house or you're in a situation and like Keith Sweat said, something just ain't right. You get up out of there, or you never go. The whole point is you gotta protect yourself, and you have to trust your gut. If your gut is saying something's wrong, there's a good chance that something's wrong. You ever see those videos where they jump back into time to stop their younger self? No! Were those spidey sensors that were going off? There's a good chance that's what was happening. Your body was trying to warn you to stay away from her. Now, he could have went over there and parted her legs like the Red Sea, and everything would have worked out great. But you also could have went over there and that girl gave you something, or even worse, you gave her something like a baby. Now you got to deal with her for the next 18 years. So you have to trust your instincts, fellas. In a lot of these situations, if they're offering it up to you that fast, there's a good chance she's offering up to everybody that fast. I know a lot of you men want to believe it's just me, you got game, or you rizzed her up like a lot of these young dudes say. It ain't, sir. That woman is probably doing that way more than you think. So if you got a bad feeling about it, you don't have to do it. All right, fellas, leave your thoughts on the video. Appreciate you watching. See you next time.